Take me to the moment late Friday night when your phone rings. Like, set the scene. Where are you? What are you doing? Phone rings.
Yeah, so I'm in my living room, pretty stressed out, to be honest. Just sitting there with my parents and my little brother. And, watching TV, it's on pick 104, which was the Rams at the time. And then my phone starts ringing, and I look down, and I see a New Orleans number. And I was kind of confused because at 105 was Minnesota, and then at 106 was Baltimore. I was like, okay, something weird has happened here. And then I the phone, and, it was Mr. Loomis. And, he just basically told me, hey, we're trading into 105 here, and you're going to be New Orleans Saint. And, I was super, super relieved and obviously so excited to hear that I was going to be a Saint.
Did you have any conversations with the Saints before the draft?
At the Senior Bowl, I did meet with them. I met with the tight end coach and some scouts, and that went well. But no, that was a team that I actually didn't have too much contact with. But that's how it works a lot of times. Like a team that takes you don't have much contact with, and the teams that you have the most contact with are the ones that usually don't take you. Like it just kind of depends. But no, I didn't have too much before, to be honest.
They don't want to tip their hand. So it's like if you don't hear from them, it's probably an indicator that they might really be peeping you a little bit. Now, wait a minute. You said that you were sitting in your house, and so by the time round 3 ended, that's got to be like it was close to around 11 o'clock. I'm right, Central Time. It was getting late. I remember maybe 10, 11 o'clock. You said you were stressed. Why were you stressed? What were you expecting going into the draft?
Yeah, so, anything can happen in the draft, and clearly I figured that out. But just like previous talks and feedback I was getting, I was expecting to go earlier. But, obviously, it doesn't matter. And I'm actually glad I fell that far and fell into the hands of the Saints. And, they traded up to get me. And it's an awesome situation for me. And I'm so happy to go in and be able to contribute to such a great organization, that's in the playoffs every single year and competing for a Super Bowl.
When you were, and Adam Trautman's our guest, so when you're going through this whole process, you mentioned Saints are obviously printing a playoff team right now. Is there a part of you when you're going through this where you're like, man, not Cleveland, not just not name the organization that's Cleveland's an easy punching bag. 10 years ago that was Detroit, but whatever. I know you're a Michigan guy. Did you grow up a Lions fan?
No, because I grew up in Houston actually until I was 12, so I was always a Texans fan.
Okay,
to be honest. And then I moved to Michigan, but I already had my ties to sports teams and everything like that.
Okay, so you grew up a Texans fan. So anyway, did you have any? Do you have any? You can say it now. You've been picked. Do you have any anxiety beforehand? Am I going to go to a really crappy team?
Yes, and I know every single draft prospect has. Going into the draft, you're like, I'll take anywhere. Especially a lot of people are like, I'll go as high as I'd rather go high into a bad team than lower to a good team. And I wasn't like that, and I'm very, very glad that I fell to a great team and one of the best in the NFL every single year and that late. So I would say this is a better situation than going to a team that's not very good and getting selected earlier.
Have you heard from Brees yet?
Yes, I have actually.
So how did that go when he called you?
No, he just texted me and just asked me how things were going, where I was training, and things like that.
So your phone vibrates and you have a text from a number you don't recognize. What is that? And you go, oh, holy crap, Drew Brees texted me. It's what was that like?
Yeah. Well, my tight end coach informed me yesterday he was going to reach out, so I was expecting it. But yeah, no, it's definitely awesome. He's one of the best to ever do it. So definitely cool when that pops up on your phone.
You'll follow him on Instagram at Adam_Trout84. He's got the blue check. You can't miss him. I know at Dayton also did some Wildcat quarterback stuff, right? You were a high school quarterback and then went to Dayton, and they used you in that role. The Saints have obviously done that with Taysom Hill. I don't know to whatever extent you've had conversations with Sean Payton. Have they talked to you at all about that?
No, absolutely not.
You have no interest?
No, I would do whatever they need me to do, but no, I haven't been talked to about that, and I, to be honest, really don't anticipate doing anything of that nature. But obviously, it was a thing, like I would definitely be prepping for it and be ready for it. But no, they haven't talked to me about anything in regards to that.
You wouldn't want to like get out and spin the ball like they let guys do it. I mean, like the Saints are super creative. I mean, you wouldn't want to do that.
Well, I mean, like I would love I guess like a little bubble screen and then like kind of bounce passes to me out there and then me throw it down the field. Like that would be more like that would be cool. But I mean, no, I don't anticipate ever taking a snap behind center.
All right, I am diagramming that play right now. I'm clipping this audio, and in a playoff game when Sean Payton throws you a bubble screen, like Brees throws you a bubble screen, and then you hit Michael Thomas 40 yards downfield, I'm going to say we called it back on April the 28th at 5:08 p.m. with Adam Trautman on AFR.
There you go, yeah.
Hey, so this is obviously so unprecedented with what's happening. I mean, normally you'd be getting ready for rookie minicamp. Well,
yes.
That's not happening. So, like, what do you do now?
Yeah, so ever since I got back to Dayton from where I was training in California, I got back in mid-March, and really I have access to a turf field, which is amazing, and my little brother's here with me, and he actually played quarterback in high school as well, so he throws the ball to me when I run routes. He'll hold a pad for me when I block. I can do all my conditioning, all my sprinting. The only thing, obviously, that's unfortunate is I don't have access to a weight room or any, like, free weights, but I got a bunch of bands, medicine balls. I got a wooden stick that I can strap the bands to and stuff, and really it's just getting creative with it and doing what I can with what I got and just making sure I'm staying ready.
You're like Rocky in Russia. You're strapping bands to a wooden stick. I mean, how insane is this? Like when we have these conversations, like you see videos of dudes, like offensive linemen are pushing trucks down the street. Like that's how they're working on, like instead of hitting sleds. It's insane to think what's happening right now, man.
Yeah, no, I mean it's definitely unprecedented, like you said, and hopefully I get my hands on some type of free weights very soon. But I haven't had a problem actually with anything like maintaining weight or anything like that, which was a definite concern when I didn't have access. But yeah, I mean, I've seen all the stuff on social media, like pushing trucks uphill, or oh my god, it's amazing. It's awesome to watch.
A couple more things before you go. Do you have your jersey number yet?
I do. Yep, 82.
All right, you were in 82 in NOLA. Have you been to New Orleans yet?
No, actually, I haven't. It's kind of surprising because I did live in Houston and I was that close. But I've never been.
What's your expectation when I say New Orleans? What pops into your mind?
I mean Mardi Gras.
Okay, Mardi Gras is a really good place to start at. That's a big deal, and you'll enjoy it next year. What else?
So definitely like crawfish.
Yeah.
I love seafood. Like when I lived in Houston, I loved going to Galveston.
Yeah.
Galveston, Texas, down there, and they had some awesome food. Obviously, I'm anticipating it being much better even in New Orleans. Obviously Bourbon Street, but yeah, and then obviously the Saints, and winning is definitely something I think about.
So you've got Mardi Gras, crawfish / seafood, Bourbon Street, and the Saints. You basically nailed New Orleans. Like you did. Congrats. I mean, you're basically a local now because you just kind of nailed it. Adam Trautman, 3rd round pick of the Saints, tight end out of Dayton. Looking forward to having you down here and seeing you in the black and gold, man. We really appreciate a couple of minutes today.
Yeah, absolutely appreciate it.